Guys, I've just received 2 letters from the dark web. Now, I'm going to open this one, but before I open this one, I have received some specific instructions. And it says, if my viewer did not comment sus in the description down below and like the video and subscribe with those noties on, I'm not going to be able to open it. I'm sorry. That's what it says right here. Those are the specific instructions that have been given. So comment sus, subscribe with the bells on to the channel, because if not, it won't be open. Now we're going to discover what is in this box, what is in this letter. Hopefully it's not something too scary. Let's peel. So it seems to be some sort of a piece of paper, and it says, I can't read too well, so I'm just gonna I have some sort of dyspraxia, so hopefully it's nothing too scary. I can't read, so I don't know what it says. I'm one of them retards. Anyway, yeah, that's the skit is over, okay? Yes, I know it was kind of shit. What can you deal with? So today we're going to be talking about how to not be unemployed, how to actually, have some sort of purpose in your life. How to not be addicted to Chris Chan lore, how to not be scrolling on Reddit, how to not watch Wendigoon iceberg conspiracy videos at 4 a.m. while you have a test the next day. And I've been there. I used to not be able to sleep if I didn't watch my latest Goy Slop iceberg video. So I've been there, and it's really, really bad, and it's very hard situation to get out of. Because, jokes aside, the algorithm, I know, fuck off. They're decent jokes, okay? I'm doing my best here. It's very hard to sleep. It's very hard to live in a society where your phone is no longer an item of communication. It is almost like a device that is physically constructed to yourself. You can't go anywhere without a phone. I mean, if you go in the metro, 95 of the people there are on their phones. Everybody that you see that's walking on the street has one of these devices, unless if they are, in the 1% of people that doesn't have that you're going to soon be joining, my friend, because that's the only way out. Are constantly fed this algorithm. These social medias, Instagram, YouTube, are pre-installed on your phone already. You can't even disable YouTube. You can't even get rid of YouTube as an app. I try to get rid of it. I fucking can't. I can disable it, but I can't get rid of it. And you Face and TikTok, you have the three fucking devils incarnate, the 3 sins. It's YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and all those are fucking short content. And now on Instagram and YouTube, you can't remove those short form features. I mean, you can, but you need to install like a bunch of applications. So all of this is extremely, and it's all designed to keep you scrolling and keep you entertained. So it's very hard. It's very impossible thing to have, especially if you're in your 20s, to have all these things at your disposal, that you have access to, that are so fucking entertaining. It's very hard to conceive of the notion of getting a job. Yes, getting a job. You need to get a job. You need to get an internship. You need to be attempting to get somewhere in life. And we're going to be talking a little bit about that in today's video. But pretty much you need to have something called a CV, a curriculum vitae, and you need to show this either in form of an email or on Indeed. There's plenty of other like options, but there's Indeed, there's Welcome to the Jungle. There's plenty of other like things to get a job. I'm sorry, I'm going to be saying the J word a lot. I hope that doesn't offend you. I'm going to say the E word as well. Employment. Hopefully you don't get too offended by what I'm saying. Employment. Get a job. Get a job. Get a job. You need to get a job. Doesn't matter in what. Just get a fucking job. It's not that hard. So you need to go on these websites called Indeed. You need to put in your CV. And what exactly, Mindful Zoomer, do you put in your CV? You lie. Okay, maybe you don't lie. Don't believe this Jordan Peterson, oh, never lie. You live a different life if you don't lie. Don't lie, actually, but embellish what you have done. Hopefully my boss doesn't find this, but I want you to embellish what you're saying. I want you to exaggerate a little bit. You know how in dating websites like Tinder and Hinge, stuff that you are very, very accustomed with because you don't have a job, stuff that you're very accustomed with, you over embellish on your qualities. Your photos are, taken with a little bit of extra swagger, with a little bit of different lighting. You probably don't have this shit ass, Osama bin Laden's basement lighting. You probably have some good lighting. You lie a little bit. You don't say you're really, in reality, you're 5'9" on a good day. But, on the website, because the woman is gonna really look too deeply, you're 6'1" now. I'm 6'1", but I claim to be 6'3", 6'2", because nobody really is gonna look. And with my hair a little bit big, maybe, who knows? I could be I could be like you can embellish a little bit. And pretty much you embellish, you just fucking, you pick how to pick a job. Just pick anything that isn't like too high up there. It's not like a dating site where like you only have a specific amount of likes. You have as many chances as possible, and sometimes it's very easy. You go on ChatGPT, you go on Grok, you go on Gemini. When you email these people and you email them a prompt by ChatGPT, what you say to ChatGPT should be pretty easy, saying, I want to apply as a job here. I want to apply a job at this particular position in this company. What's like the best way of writing that? What's the best way of positioning myself? And then now, because you can give files with ChatGPT, you give your file of your CV. This is who I am, and you can sort of give it. You can just don't double check the ChatGPT or anything. You don't need to spend that much time on it. As long as you don't have something that's like name in brackets, or this prompt has been written in ChatGPT, nobody really cares. It's much more about the illusion of you giving a fuck than you actually caring. So as long as they see something that's like a little bit well written, they'll look at it and go, okay, I'm gonna at least look at this guy's CV. They even use AI too to see if you're a good fit for the company. So how do you lie on your CV? Let's say you took like 1 or 2 classes of Spanish. You are now a intermediate level in Spanish. If you've taken 1 class in Italian, or you watched 1 video in Italian in your life, if you know how to say hello in fucking Japanese, you know those languages at a intermediate level. Okay? Because at the end of the day, they're not really gonna ask for those specific stuff. Same thing, if you have touched Word in your life, if you know what a Word document is, you have a advanced proficiency in Word. If you have done a PowerPoint, you have an advanced proficiency in PowerPoint. If you have seen an Excel sheet before, if you used a table in your life, Excel table, that's a little bit harder to cap on, especially if a lot of jobs require it. That's a little bit harder. I would watch a couple of videos on how to use Excel. It's not that complicated. Just like watch like a 10-minute, 15-minute video on how to use Excel, and you now have a advanced proficiency in Excel. If you have, done charity work, if you've done charity work because the school had forced you to or something, you are now a member of the specific charity. If you've done, one good thing in your life, you are now that thing. You can cap. It's gonna be hard to cap at an advanced. You can't. I don't think you can cap completely, but you need to embellish what you have. You need to provide a little bit of makeup around what you're saying. Is what we're going for here. Okay. When you're showing your face on your CV, do not picture yourself in front of a motorbike like this fellow right here. Don't have an image like this, like this, like this. Have a nice professional image. Don't have your curly hair like I do. Have a hair that's pulled back. Even if you have a big forehead like myself, you need to come in the interview prepared, right? You need to have a nice photo. Now, how to set up a LinkedIn account? It's really, really easy. You just set up an account and you just say where your education is. And obviously, if you have, just lie on your qualifications, just lie. If you once helped out a friend, you're a very charitable person now. If you've done little shit, like if you did like one fucking post if you did one TikTok video in your life, you are now a social media content creator. You are now a social media manager. You are now the peak of excellence. You know the ins and outs of TikTok because you posted one video in your life. You know what I mean? Don't worry. And if you're saying to me, if I get into this specific position and I don't know what to do, then you have two options. Either you stuck it out and you sort of continue on this lure even if you don't know jack shit, or you can learn how to do the skills that is required in your job. For example, you put on your CV that you're advanced in Excel, then and your boss tells you what is this specific quadrant, what is this, can you do this specific table, can you convert this sheet into another one using this specific quadrant, pivot table, add to the xn force, why, all this complicated shit. Just look it up, little bro. Just ask ChatGPT to do it. Or if you're really in the shitter, just pay a guy $5 on Fiverr to keep your job. Just pay. You can pay another guy. Or you can just ask ChatGPT to do it. Or you can look up a video on YouTube. I mean, you can find everything on YouTube now. There's nothing out there that exists in the world that you don't have direct specific access to at that specific moment. So there's no excuses. If your fucking boss tells you, can you make up a social media post for this, just fucking relay that shit into ChatGPT if you don't really know what you're doing. I mean, that's what I do. I tell my boss, I'm not a complete asshole. I'm playing a little bit up for the camera, but I'm not a complete asshole. I'm not a complete liar. But sometimes he gives me stuff and I just relay it back to ChatGPT, and my boss knows it because he's a smart guy who knows that ChatGPT is like the fucking future, and you might as well work faster and better with this AI tool. So AI is really your superpower when it comes to getting a GOB It's obviously for your attention span and what we're going for here today. What I promote, AI is not a good thing, but in terms of you getting a job and you excelling at a particular internship, it is a great, great, great thing. So, you can get a job, and I think we're going to talk about the next point, is a lot of people think that a job is not entertaining and is very boring, and that is true, but the thing is that often the case is that a lot of what job is the time that's spent on the job is not the full time that is spent working, if you know what I mean. So, there are a lot of hours and times in the day at the job that you can take time off, to do other things outside of the job. This is what Redditors call time stealing. Time stealing is when you take, moments where you are doing something else on the job and you could advance your own specific things. So this is like if your boss says, can you write up this Excel like spreadsheet type thing? And you say, okay, yeah, sure, boss, right ahead. And then you spend that time, fucking watching anime while an AI does all the work. That is called time stealing. You can also take huge shits on your job and you can get a good 20 minutes time stealing. This is a lot harder when you're flipping burgers. But I think a specific job, I think that anybody in any well-developed country can manage their way to a decent internship or a decent, mid-level security type job if you're good enough on your CV. I think everybody lies on their CV. Everybody says they're completely honest, but I don't think nobody is honest on their CV. I would check Google. I would check on Google what are the CVs that Google has. I'll put some in the description down below in a PDF or a Word format. Don't worry, there are going to be sure to be plenty of viruses that will attack your PC and put Trojans on your PC and completely fuck up your PC if you download any of these PDFs that I put in the link description below of people's CVs. They will fucking fuck up your PC if you download any of them. So do not download whatever I put in the description down below. If it's a Mediafire link, if it's a Google Drive link, sorry buddy, your fucking PC has become spyware for the North Korean government. It's over, buddy. So don't download anything that I put in the link in the description down below. I'm joking, obviously not. I'll put on. I'm not gonna fucking scam you guys. I'm here to help you. I think I speak in a very negative and sometimes very cruel way, but I think my heart is pure, and I'm really trying to help you guys. I'm really trying to help you guys. That's what I like doing. Is I like helping people, and I want to help you because I've been in the same position as you. I used to think that I wasn't be able to do anything in my life, but this is a Benjamin Franklin quote. Here we're gonna put it up here, and it pretty much says that you can do anything. You can figure it out on the spot, say yes to everything, in your specific job, and then figure out how to do it. You're allowed to do that, and you're very young, you don't know a lot, but this is how you learn, is through experience. So don't doubt yourself. You can do anything you want, little buddy. Everybody else is a fucking capper, a liar. Everybody's a grifter. Don't be a grifter in your personal life, but you can be a grifter in your 20s. You can be a grifter in your 20s. No, after that, you're an asshole. You're a crypto scammer. But you can be a grifter at a specific moment in time. I think it's allowed by God. I'm not sure. Usually lying is something that is not permitted. But sometimes you can be a little bit of a grifter here and there. That's what I believe. So keep it up, Buttercup. It's going to be fine. I know a job sounds really scary. But once you really get into it, it's actually a lot of fun. It's actually a really, really fun thing. And I'm not talking about the task. The task is very boring, but you'll meet a lot of people there, and you'll have a lot of drama surrounding this job. And you'll have a lot of, oh, Stacy said what? Mark said what? Against who? And you can join into this group gossip, and you can gossip about random people. You can make up lies about people, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot more fun than what you think it is. And your boss tells you to do something, you do it. You know? It's not that hard. It's not that boring either. But you have been waiting for the end, and you have been very diligent. My little Zoomers who are going to be something amazing someday. You're gonna create something beautiful, my friend, and you're a special person. And this is not a meme, this is not a joke, but you are a special person that is valued by God, and you're gonna create something big. And don't worry too much about the logistics of how am I gonna get it. Just go on Indeed, message, email some people. It's not that hard. And if God is with you, hopefully everything goes okay. Just follow your heart, bro. Don't be lazy, I think. Don't be lazy. You've been waiting for this moment, this whole episode. You wanted it. I'm fucking with you. I'm not gonna smoke. This is a tissue paper. I'm not gonna smoke. That's bad for you. We're not promoting degenerate shit. But, maybe in the next episode, if we're at whatever subscriber count we're gonna be doing some bad stuff that's not very savory for work. But beyond that, I'm just so thankful that you watched this whole episode on how to get a job. And hopefully that word doesn't have that sting. I think the CIA, this is our last bit that we're going to be talking about today, which is a little prelude to the next episode. This is going to talk about the CIA propaganda and how it's everywhere. So the CIA, I think, has been doing some crazy work this year, really degrading, I think, the urban ghetto black culture. It's really gone down. It's really a bad thing. This year has been promoted by the CIA. I mean, it's been there for years, but I feel like it's even worse this year, and it's infiltrated every area of the internet. I think the CIA has put out a couple of reels, a couple of promoted messages for gambling, and for, I think it's like it starts out as a joke, it starts out as a meme, and then it becomes true. I think kids nowadays, people like us, they're fucking sports betting everything, bro. It's so much sports betting is going on there. It's insane. So much fucking sports betting everywhere. The CIA has been doing some massive, massive work this year. But I think one of their biggest ones is the unemployment grift. Telling like how being unemployed is a great thing. And, promoting this meme and spreading it out everywhere and telling, young kids to be unemployed, the unemployed lifestyle. My friend at 3 p.m. when he's unemployed, that type of shit. I think it's promoting it. I think you've seen everywhere. I don't know if it's the CIA or something else, but this sort of, toxic shit has been going on, it's been going on the double. And is the reason why I'm making this channel is to stop against this propaganda, this grift that has been going on. So subscribe to the Mindful Zoomer Army. This is like the redeemed Zoomer. I'm Christian, but I'm not a Christian channel. But I am a channel to make you stop doom scrolling and geeking your geek bar, vaping, gambling, and being unemployed will not be tolerated on this channel. We will say memes and stuff like that, but our memes are designed for positivity. And, it starts out as a little joke. It starts as a little funny, ironic meme. And then it becomes a reality. I don't know if you've ever seen the Sam Hyde iDubbbz video, but there's a circle of irony, bro. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Nah, I'm joking, obviously. But I think there's something in there. I think there's something in the CIA. And that's going to be going on in the next episode of the Mindful Zoomer. So Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a blessed and fantastic day. And don't forget to stay healthy and everything, bro. Don't fucking touch receipts. If I see you touching receipts, bro, it's fucking over.